Okay, so we also got to sit down with director Adam Shankman. Now, Adam also directed Hairspray, which we all know and love, so we wanted to know what was it like bringing a Tony Award-winning musical to the big screen this time.
How I love the way you move and the sparkle in your eyes. There's a color deep inside them, like a blue suburban sky. I don't need to be the king of the world, as long as I'm a hero of this little girl.
Keeps you alive, you know? I mean, because I was trying to sit, and I've made movies that, even though they've made money, that people haven't really loved, and you just feel it, and you're just sitting there going like, and it's a disaster. It's like an emotional and personal disaster. So, knock wood.
Yeah, so knock wood. So I know you've done a lot of pictures, including Hairspray, but having that feeling for this one, like having the reactions, what are you feeling? Is it unique from the other pictures you've done? Totally?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I mean, this movie more, listen, with Hairspray, I sort of knew that people couldn't be very mean to it because it was about, you know, an overweight girl who ends discrimination. So it's hard to be mean about that,
right,
you know
right,
what I mean?
Right,
and then
right.
as a result, gets Zac Efron to make out with her. So, because of his big proud. So it's a very, very loving. This one, I'm really, really proud of, because this is actually like a bunch of moments from my life. And I grew up a couple miles down the street. If anybody doesn't know, we're doing this from the Sunset Strip. And, and my dad was in the music business, and I lived the music in the 80s. And it was really, really important to me that people didn't think that I was making fun of it, that I was telling jokes about it, that the jokes were coming from the characters and their situations and how much they felt about everything, and that they weren't trying to chase the joke of a bad wig.
Right.
So that and if people really love the movie, that means that I did my job well, because that means that they're involved in the loving nature of it. You know?
So I know, like you said, your dad was in the music industry. He was a manager. Correct?
Yeah.
So how similar was Paul Giamatti to your dad?
I was very careful to not model Paul Giamatti after my father, but to model him after some of my father's associates. Okay. And believe me, there was a lot of hand picking all of that wardrobe, coming up with that rat tail in his hair. You know, I knew these guys, you know, especially the real hustler ones. Yeah. Very much like that. Yeah.
So, favorite rock...
But Dad, if you're watching this, it's not you.
You hear that? He's not talking about you.
Stacee Jaxx's manager. Hey, you were fantastic tonight, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Let her go. Let her go. Let me ask you something. What do Keith Richards, Jimmy Page, and Stacee Jaxx all have in common? Broken hearts and very, very long careers. Now, you want love, go after it. You might even find it. But I can guarantee you something much more rare and a lot more fun, man.
What is that?
Fame.
All right, so favorite rock song. I gotta ask you. If you go back, I know it's hard to pick a favorite when you love like a genre of music, but if you just think like this is the song, you know.
Stairway to Heaven. I mean, Stairway to Heaven. I mean, I don't know how much better a song you can get than Stairway to Heaven. I mean, if you want to go into like I Want to Rock, if you want to go into the movie, I mean, Pour Some Sugar on Me makes you feel different than anything on the planet, you know.
I can't stop singing that.
I know. I mean, there's that, or you know, but if you want to get into the more of the pop rock stuff, Love Is a Battlefield. Come on. I mean, it's too fertile. The ground is too fertile.
This is a great movie. I mean, I think among musicals, this is definitely top echelon, and people that really love this movie. And I don't just say that every week. So, appreciate
really?
the
You're
time.
not reviewing musicals every week?
Obviously. And if I am, I'm just being very vague about what I'm
If I
saying.
am, shoot me. Please take me out now.
This was fun, though. I mean,
Good.
and I can't speak for black people,
Uh-huh.
but
Really?
yeah,
Because as a white man, it's hard for you.
as a white man, it's hard for me.
Yeah.
But the music, I mean, I thought Rock of Ages, it's like, okay, I remember some rock songs, but I knew all the songs. I might not have known the artists all the time.
Yeah.
But that music is like a part of all of us, I think. Yeah, I think it was a very uniting time with music.
It's still around.
Yeah.
And speaking as a black man,
Speaking as a black man.
it's amazing for me as a black man
Right.
to be able to hear this sort of queen of soul doing all this rock music, to have Mary J. Blige in there shredding these songs was the most amazing. I'm going to be honest, part of casting Mary was just the idea in my head of just having Mary J. Blige around singing all the time. So, I got my wish.
Congratulations.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.